Hello everyone and welcome back to Quantifiers. Today's passage that we'll be doing is somewhat related to radio. We are talking about how there is some sort of personalization related to radio. So it is basically talking about the personal tastes of an individual. A decent passage where we are talking about some sort of the global listening community and how they have some sort of eclectic tastes related to the whole fundamental of listening to radio. Let us read the passage further in order to gain more understanding about it. Radio programming of the future will likely continue to be more and more tailored to individual tastes. As technological advances continue to assist consumers in retrieving radio signals from around the globe, revenues for individual stations may increasingly be based on modest subscription services and supported by advertisers outside the local area of programming origination. For example, a rural laborer who lives outside much of the year can choose from various satellite distributed radio programs. The labor might have very specific tastes that include a bit of modern jazz and old time American bluegrass music, and might be a fan of the London Philharmonic Orchestra. Of course, it would not be economically advantageous for one rural radio station to program this to one laborer with such eclectic musical tastes. Now, the word eclectic has been used here. But it may well be the case that other individuals around the globe might share this particular set of music preferences. So, Radio Consortium might be able to offer numerous forms of eclectic programming, one of which might closely suit this laborer and others like him. So basically, we are talking about somewhere in the beginning of the passage, we are talking about the customization of the radio programs. At the same time, we are talking about the fact as to how eventually radio is going to be customized in a way that it is going to cater for the eclectic, that is diverse tastes of people. अब जैसे इन्होंने एग्जाम्पल हमारे को एक लेबरर का दिया है, उसका डाइवर्स टेस्ट क्या है? एक तरफ से उसको मॉडर्न जैज पसंद है, कहीं पे उसको अमेरिकन ब्लू ग्रास भी पसंद है. At the same time, he might be a fan of London Philharmonic Orchestra, right? So basically, एक जने के लिए इस तरह का चैनल चलाना पॉसिबल नहीं है, लेकिन ये पॉसिबिलिटी हो सकती है कि दुनिया के किसी और कोने में इसी चीज की लाइकिंग वाला कोई और एक फैन बैठा हो या कोई लेबरर बैठा. Coupled with the new technological innovations, radio, like other media, has gone through a phase of development often referred to as EPS, that is elite, popular, segmented. This is the notion that when a medium is new to a culture, it first appeals to a certain elite audience composed of technophiles who enjoy experimenting with cutting edge technology and those wealthy enough to afford new tools. यहाँ पे PHIL जो word root दे रखा है, इसका मतलब होता है love. So when you're talking about a technophile, ये कौन होगा? A lover of technology. When you're talking about Philharmony, Phil is again love, a lover of harmony. And harmony कहाँ मिलेगा आपको? Generally, this word is used for music. So we are talking about the fact कि जब भी कोई नई innovation आती है, कहीं ना कहीं उसको elite लोग सबसे पहले जो है enjoy करते हैं, right? Because they have a cutting edge technology with them and they are wealthy that they can try and afford new things. Once a large enough share of the population can purchase the technology, programming is designed to meet large generalized audience. For radio in the United States, this period was during the 1930s and 1940s. However, once enough people purchase technology and listen, read, and watch it, programming becomes more segmented as more and more media producers vie for segments of the population. So basically, you are talking about the fact that first you're producing it for the elites, then it becomes very, very generalized. And once it reaches out to the masses, again, there is some sort of a segmentation that goes. Part of how radio programmers can specialize their programming is via audience research. In United States, the primary research tool for media buyers, advertisers, and the radio industry has been on estimates of audience size determined by rating companies. कि कौन से audience को किस तरह का चीज radio में सुनना पसंद है. The most notable rating company for radio has been Arbitron. The ratings giant has been able to estimate audience size by estimating the size and type of listeners for specific market. During the 1980s, a rival company, Birch, began supplying more detailed demographic and psychographic information that allowed advertisers to target buyers interested in their products more closely. Birch eventually folded operations and sold its qualitative Scarborough service to Arbitron. So basically, we are talking about the names of these companies and what is the job of this company to give some sort of a demographic and psychographic information to the advertisers so that they can customize everything according to the mindset of the buyer and the person who's listening or watching to these things through the advertising board. Audience research, with its increasingly sophisticated measurement techniques and the use of demographics and psychographics, will provide information about the audience. And it will provide that information in which that becomes increasingly useful to programmers and beneficial to listeners. It won't stop there either. Audience research will truly become listener, that is a singular research. So plural research will truly become singular. पहला है कि मेरे को ऑडियंस को टारगेट, धीरे धीरे वो सिंगुलर हो जाएगा कि किस टाइप की ऑडियंस को टारगेट. As research techniques advanced and increase in reliability, those providing radio or audio services will become increasingly sophisticated about the listening habits and needs of individual listeners and will be able to provide programming and services for each listener. So basically, we are talking about the prospective potential of audience research as to how eventually what is going to happen. There is going to be a great deal of customization, जिसके बारे में हमने शुरुआत में बात किया था. And a customization किस लिए होगा? It is going to cater to the needs and demands of individual listeners. So the passage overall was talking about radio and how it has progressed from what initially it was, which was just catering to a niche, and now it is something that has progressed catering to the huge or the vast audiences. Coming to the questions. If you look at option number one, question number one. Question number one says, each of the following is a valid inference from the example of the laborer in the first paragraph except. A बोलता है, despite the geographical boundaries, there might be a global community of listeners with similar eclectic taste. Correct है? ये inference निकल सकता है, तो ये तो answer हो नहीं सकता. Future radio producers may start creating content that caters to large audience rather than trying to appeal to a specific segment. Even though this would be a correct information, but ये laborer वाले example के साथ relate नहीं करता है. So this is the correct answer. The future of radio program is likely to become more personalized, catering to individual taste rather than a mass audience. This is also very categorically restated by the author. तो ये भी accept नहीं है. Radio stations or consortiums of the future may offer highly specialized programming that can satisfy such eclectic taste. ये भी दे रखा है, तो ये भी correct answer नहीं है. Option number B वाला जो point है, this point does not match personalization का with regards to the segment जहाँ पे आपका एक चीज जो है बहुत लोगों को cater कर सकता है. B जो है बोल रहा है कि producers जो है eventually they will target a larger audience rather than a specific segment. So this is something which may be true अगर हम eventually future prospect की बात करें, लेकिन passage example of laborer and general information के हिसाब से option number B के बारे में कुछ नहीं बोलता. So the correct answer is option number B. Coming to question number 2. During the 1980s, Birch was different from Arbitron in that Arbitron's research in comparison with Birch. A बोलता है, Birch provided research information that had a lesser impact on consumer targeting. अब यहाँ पे जो है हम लोगों को क्या बोला? Birch ने जो है advertisers को एक detailed demographic and psychographic data दिया था, right? And why was it given? It was given to target buyers more closely. लेकिन Arbitron on the contrast उसने क्या किया था? उसने estimate किया था audience size and type, which was not a very crude kind of a, which was a very cruder kind of a measure. It was not something that was very accurate. तो इन दोनों का point of differentiation क्या है? It is clearly going to be अगर हम B, C and D देखें, right? अगर हम B देखें, focus more on type of listeners of a particular market than service providers. Now this is misstating the comparison. The comparison actually wasn't related to these two factors. Was financially bigger, we are not talking about finance, and less accurate information regarding the psychographic information of listeners. If you look at option number D, पैसेज ने कहीं पे भी नहीं बोला कि उसका साइकोग्राफिक जो डेटा है वो वेरी लेस एक्यूरेट, राइट? उसने ये बोला है इट हैड नन, उसके पास था ही नहीं जब तक बर्च ने जो है स्कारबरो सर्विस अपना स्टार्ट नहीं किया था. सो द करेक्ट आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन इज ऑप्शन नंबर ए. Coming to question number 3, audience, that is plural, research will truly become singular research. Which of the following, if true, will not call into question? That means which would not weaken the prediction made by this statement. So that means 3 would weaken, 1 would not weaken. If you look at option number A, listeners express strong privacy concern. अगर privacy concern आ गया, singular कभी भी नहीं हो सकता. Cost of implementing and maintaining systems capable of individualized listener analysis proves to be prohibitive from many radio stations. अगर prohibitive है तो ये चीज तो कभी भी true हो नहीं सकती. Many listeners react negatively to over-personalized content कि हमें singular research के basis पे मत दो. If they are being negative, तो ये चीज plural से singular कभी भी नहीं हो सकती. New AI technologies enable media companies to analyze each listener's preferences, eventually allowing them to show recommendations. So अगर preference based है, individual preference based है कोई चीज, that means it is going to help the audience, which is plural, to look out for or search for things that are very singular in nature. So the correct answer for question number 3 would be option number D. Coming to the last question, each of the following is implied in the second paragraph except that. अब imply करना है हमने, तो imply करने का हमारा आंसर इसमें क्या है? अगर हम A देखें, new technological innovations influence and shape the way media evolves and is consumed. ये बिल्कुल जो है हम लोगों को दे रखा है, क्योंकि यहाँ पे EPS मॉडल का मेंशन किया है, तो ये तो ट्रू है. The ability to purchase and use new technologies tied to economic status, ये भी करेक्ट है, क्योंकि न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी को बोला था जब EPS निकला था, सबसे पहले एलीट और रिच लोगों ने, जो टेक्नोफाइल्स थे, न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी को खरीदा. Once a medium becomes popular enough, the programming becomes more segmented. We have been told that first it was elite, then generalized, and then it again became segmented. The radio programs are not designed to appeal to the general public, but to the elite. So this is something that is an except piece of information. So based on the questions and the general understanding of the passage, it wasn't a very difficult kind of a passage. So I hope you understood the passage and even the answer choices were very clear. Right? I'll see you again in the next session.